what's up, Sussex Squad? What's up, my little Tattle Tells? Listen, as you guys heard, there is a crisis. The Queen's health has taken a turn from the worst. All senior royals are en route to her favorite resting place. Also, Harry and Meghan are en route too. Curiously enough, Duchess Kate is not there. She gave an excuse and feigned off of going that the children have to go to their first day of school. You guys, have a seat. There is so much going on in the scene and behind the scenes. It's even rumored that the BBC posted on Twitter, "We regret to inform you" tweet, and then took it down. Let's sort through what we know and how this changes everything. All right, are you guys ready? Okay, let's get into it. So as you know, all right, so you guys, what's going to happen if this is it? And if you're interested about how the power dynamics are going to shift. But before we get into that, one, let's wish, of course, that the family finds some comfort and peace. We do not know what is going on. This might be a health scare and not the end, as many people have speculated. But it's very, very interesting how these family dynamics are going to shift in such a short time. Let's actually look at what's going on. First, it's long been rumored that William and Kate are separated. Oddly enough, this family scare, crisis, hopefully not a tragedy, highlights that fact. Why is Kate not there? All the senior wives are there. Anne, Sophie, even Harry and Meghan are there. Kate chose to stay back to take the children to the first day of school. Now listen, I don't know how it goes in English culture. I don't know what goes on in English culture. I don't live in the UK. I've only spent, I've spent time, but never enough to really, and I've never been around the Turner Tops, right? So in my mind, if there is a family member dying, one, they are your grandmother, your children's grandmother. They maybe have a relationship with her. That's what is put out into the British tabloids and media. But two, she is actually the head of state. She is the head of state. So the head of state, your queen, and your children's grandmother, her health has taken a turn for the worse at 96 years old. So much that Buckingham Palace, who has hid every health scare that the Queen has, except for this one, they've hid it from everyone, made a formal announcement. It's rumored that BBC put a regret to inform you tweet. That is a rumor, but we can say that Buckingham Palace has confirmed that things are not looking good. You choose. So that is your boss. It is your close relative. It is the head of state, and it is your queen. And you choose to stay back and take the children to school. You guys, to me, this actually highlights that there is something very, very amiss between Will and Kate. Something very, very wrong. There's been long rumors that they are separated, that Adderall Cottage was their trial separation. Yes, they said that they were moving there in hopes that they could move to something bigger. I understand that. But again, if they weren't on the rocks and it's only 4 bedrooms, they will not have a live-in nanny, cook. Yes, I know the nanny and cook live down the street. Fine. But my whole point is, it's almost as if one was to speculate that Kate, for whatever reason, or William, for whatever reason, they could not stand being around each other for a moment longer. And they literally moved into a temporary residence in hopes that something bigger and more grand will free up in the next year or two. Now, we know that William has had his sights set on the Royal Lodge where Andrew lives. He absolutely hates Andrew. He's been trying to push him out the same way he hates Harry. I guess for different reasons, right? He's been trying to push him out. It has long been rumored that the Cambridges first wanted Royal Lodge, or they wanted Windsor Castle. Okay? Kate, I believe she endured a lot to be William's wife and the future Queen of England. I do not think that she came this far to live in a 4-bedroom mansion. Yes, it's a mansion. It's a grand estate. But I do not think that she came this far to come this far, to have that type of lifestyle. Kate has grander ambitions. William, I would believe, would not let the mother of his children live in that I mean, I don't want to call it a cottage because it is a mansion, but for what they care about, it is nothing. Again, why is Kate not there? Why is Kate not supporting? It is her employer, her boss, her queen, the head of state, and her children. Why are the children at school? And even if the children are at school, Kate, you have nannies, you have keepers, you have whatever. You can actually go. What's more, you guys have helicopters. I assume that is no longer than a 15-minute helicopter ride at the most. And they use that helicopter like it is an Uber. That's the first thing that this health scare has actually shown. Two, we need to actually think about this. This is actually highlighting Prince Charles. And even though Harry and him are going through a lot of things, he has a more dangerous viper in his son, William. Prince Charles maybe has 15, 20, maybe if he's lucky, another 40, 50 years to rule. And that is if he is incredibly lucky genetically, right? The Queen stayed on the throne forever. One might say the Queen's helpers advised her to stay on the throne forever to punish Charles for Diana and the issues that came from the monarchy, not for actually hurting Diana, but just for letting Diana make things a big fuss. However, one could also argue that the men in gray actually destroyed the monarchy because by keeping the Queen on for so long, the country never endeared themselves to Charles. And because they could not endear themselves to Charles, they could not endear themselves to William. Okay, the admiration, the love, the respect that the Queen naturally has, because that is what the country was raised to do, it does not extend to Charles, and it definitely doesn't extend to William. I understand they wanted to punish Charles, but one could argue that the Queen should have let Charles ascend to the throne maybe 20 years earlier. Maybe even 30 years earlier, one would argue. But who knows when it comes to history. But we can say that Charles is furious at Harry. Harry is furious at his father. However, you will need Harry at the coronation, I would imagine. You need to show a united front. This is not the time for Diana level pettiness, excluding people from funerals, not letting them walk, not letting this and that, because the nation will remember. This is a pivotal time where a king that the nation, from what I hear, is not all in for is ascending to the throne. But let's also not forget the most important key, William. William is power hungry. He is bloodthirsty. He wants all the power so he can punish his brother and everyone else. I hope Kate's name is not on the list. Even though Charles is furious with Harry, William has from the beginning, since that failed Caribbean flop tour, been trying to usurp his father's power, even releasing crazy I would imagine polls, they come from his camp about how people just want Charles to step down and let William take control and let William do this and let William do that. You guys, it's kind of crazy, but you literally have someone that wants your power. And they know since you only have at most 15 to a 40-year reign that they can start chipping away at your power, chipping away at your popularity that we know Charles jealously guards. You guys, again, before Charles and William were able to unite against Harry and Meghan, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But what happens? What happens when now William wants the power you have? Will Charles look at Harry and Meghan and say the enemy of my enemy is my friend? Will Charles allow them to come back into the royal fold? Now, here's the thing. I will say this. I think Harry and Meghan would be fools to come back into the royal fold. You can make a change the way you want. You have your peace of mind. You have your privacy. You guys can kiss in public if you want. You can dress how you want. Meghan can give that Hollywood glam. You can run in circles and you do not have to ask for permission. You have become your own man with your own family. Let's also not forget that the royals are very, very, very vindictive. They have not forgiven Meghan and Harry for daring to have a backbone, bucking the system, bringing all those things. If they think that they will not sit there for years and try to ruin them, try to break them when they are no longer useful, try to use them for what they are worth like vampires, then throw the body out. I think that they are very, very naive to think that. And again, too much has happened. Too much has been shown. There's also one last thing that's actually coming in, and that is the funny matter of Harry's memoir. And what, if we can believe Meghan's hints, will be her memoir. Now that the Queen is not in the best of health and there's a lot of stuff going on, will Harry hold back anymore? Will they add updated chapters? Will he expose more? Because right now everybody's expecting this book to be a bombshell if Meghan's interview in The Cut can be believed. You guys, there are a lot of moving parts, but this tragedy has exposed a lot of them. The most interesting one is it looks like those separation rumors are becoming more and more obvious that there might be something to it. At the very least, something's going on with Kate in the royal fold. You guys, I'm going to keep an eye on this. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.